Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be trying out some Bloons TD6 map editor. I'm quite excited that they came out with this because I love building in The Sims. So having something else that can explore some creativity and in a game that I absolutely adore since my childhood. This is like my second map that I tried making. The first one I made actually ended up being too hard to really beat because the map was like kind of short and I had like two roads that were kind of like too far from each other, so it was kind of like rather difficult to kind of like deal with two lanes that are like super short already. So this one I tried making it to just have two lanes, but they kind of just like merge into each other and fork off at some point. And I noticed that some items or objects are not available, mainly in the pet section. So I wanted the size bison, which I was like looking here, but it was just not available unless I have Sai as a hero, I believe. So that's kind of unfortunate. But once I have enough monkey money, I'll probably buy Sai and get the bison and probably make a map related to that, like some kind of grass plain or something along those lines. So today I thought I would go with more of a forest theme and try out all the different objects. So kind of like how I would build in The Sims, I normally just like go through all the objects and kind of just place them somewhere where just so that it reminds me that I kind of want to use it. And I love that you can kind of scale everything, and later on I would have like a bunch of tiny rocks, tiny mushrooms and things like that. And I see that you can also like rotate things, and I think I'll try making some kind of like perspective map, which is what I've seen some other people try, and those look really pretty. And I wanted to try there's like giant leaves that you see kind of like on the top. I wanted to make it seem like you're in a forest and you're kind of like looking down from the sky and you see a bunch of just like trees kind of like blocking the way. But I think they kind of like clip the scenery. But I think what you could do is like make the leaves super big and then make the trees super small, so then they don't like clip against one another. But I'll probably like try that in the future build. For this one, I wanted to add like rocks in the background as like mountains, and then the bottom side would kind of like be a forest. So it's kind of like you walking alongside like a mountain trail. And yeah, I see that there's also a lot of like stamps as well later on, and it's kind of interesting because you can't really change the way that they look, and you kind of just like click and they kind of like randomize, so which is pretty good. And I didn't notice that there's also like a randomization though for the objects, so I was kind of just manually like twisting and turning them, and I could use the randomization. But this kind of like just the second map that I tried making, so there's a lot of improvement that could be done here. Honestly, I love how there's just so many like things you can add. So I had like tiny little dragonfly pets, I had like fish, and there's like fireflies and the chicken and fox. Like they're so cute that you could just like implement them. And then if you have the chicken pet for your banana farms and you have like farms at the top, you'll kind of see when I do test out this map, there's just a bunch of chickens running around and it's just so adorable. As I was going through a lot of people's maps as well, I was very impressed by how people are like designing their maps. A lot of them always have like forced perspectives, or they make use of like every single detail really well. So I kind of want to like implement that, where I'm adding a bunch of stems, a bunch of mushrooms, a bunch of tiny rocks and things like that, and just like add little cute things that you can find around. And the pigeons, they're not a pet, they're just something that's just given to you, and they're just absolutely adorable. Honestly, I had so much fun building this map. I would love to like continue building more, and also like with The Sims, like I just find that like being able to express your creativity is just so fun. And yeah, honestly, when I was like testing this map as well, I find that I was like struggling a little bit, and the thing is that you would normally have double money if you have that unlocked. I think you had to like pay real money. I forgot how much it was. I think it was just like $1 or something. But I love like supporting the Ninja team. They're made such a great game, so I don't mind. But I noticed that I was like struggling so hard. I was too, what do you call it? Like I've had it too good for so long, using double money all the time. So I kind of forgot what it was like having to deal with like how slow you get with money. And honestly, I was just letting balloons leak like crazy, and I was like, man, I've fallen so far. But you'll kind of see. And I wanted to try using towers that I don't normally use, just to like try them out. Like I really love the engineer and the sniper monkey, and the thing is that with the sniper monkey you would normally go like 205 like pathing. I wanted to try the 025, and the thing is that with that I see Tubi YouTuber try that out. I think they were like testing challenges, and the solution was using like a 025. And the thing is that you would use a 205 for like Moabs and then 025 for like balloons, but the thing is that you can't really pop lead unless you have like the MIB or the alchemist. But it kind of worked out since there's like Azili and the engineer that would like just deal with the lead, so it wasn't like a big deal either. And then now I'm kind of like just finishing the map. The thing is that I actually played through this a few times, and I noticed that there was some obstacles that are like blocking that I didn't really like. The thing is that the rocks are kind of good to just block the line of sight, but I think for the purpose of what I wanted to be like a more open map. So it's nice that you can check whether they're blocking or not. And I think I tested this map like 3 whole times until I finally got like a final result. And the thing is that there's like one of my tiny rocks I added that was like blocking line of sight, which is saddening. But it wasn't like a big deal because like just doing this only takes like 10 minutes. And I would say for the entirety of the video it took me like 2 hours to like finish everything. It was more like an hour ish to build the map, and then like 10 minutes or 15 minutes for each game for me to test, because I went through like many times and I beat them all, but then I was like I wasn't satisfied with like some of the placements or like things like that, so those end up being like fixed in the final product. But yeah, honestly I think generally for the way you would beat this map, it would probably be best to like build on the right side where like the fork is separating, because then you can like hit 2 spots instead of just the 1. But I thought that it would be, normally in my other tests I was using like ships and submarines, and it was kind of nice having them in range of the village, so it was kind of nice just having everything on like one spot. Could probably look into adding like a small little puddle on like the right side as well, but that could be for another map. But I had so much fun building this and testing this, and I would love to just build another. But first would need to probably save up for that bison that I mentioned, because I think that's like the cutest pet. But the thing is that I never really use Sai, because I kind of like Azili and ATN, because I feel like their design is just so cute. I noticed that with Prime you're given like kind of like Halloween stuff, so my ace is just shooting bone fragments just like crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and look to see you guys next time. Bye for now.